Welcome to the Agua Choca, however you want to say it, it's the Agua Choca show. Today we're installing a water softener, a Fleck 40, and it's going to be servicing the hot water tank and the water supply to the house. So first we're just going to make some space so we can work, and then we're going to get started. So stick around. So what we're going to do, we're going to isolate this as the mains coming in. Obviously goes into the rest of the house, comes down into the tank. So what we're going to do is turn this off, turn that off, which is nice, couple of drains, cut in there and go from there. First things first, let's sort out our materials, our fittings. And this is our office for today. It's another episode of the Agua Choca show. So firstly, we're just going to remove that expansion tank because that's where our water softener is going to go. So we're just going to remove that and we're actually going to just put it in that area over there. So hopefully there isn't too much water in here. So we're just going to mark now where the supplies are going to come from there. Go that side again. So what's going to happen is we're going to drill some holes, plug these in. One's going to sit there and one's going to sit about there. Yeah, so we'll mark it there. Oh, fuck. Well, that's what happens when you drill into a wall. We don't know where that water's coming from. I've drilled into the wall and I've hit a water pipe. So I need to open up to see what's going on. The chances of exactly where I wanted to drill the hole for the wall plug is where the hot water supply is for something. What a bummer. It happens. All we can do is fix it and move on. So it was a schoolboy error. As you can see, I drilled into the pipe over there, which is obviously closed up in the wall. Didn't know, but if I just looked up, I should have known that that pipe went all the way down. But who would have known? Anyway, we're going to fix it now, chop it, put a coupling on, and get that sorted. Tidy up, remove all this rubble and stuff just now. I need to cut it down there and somehow snap it off. Very unexpected, but anyway, what can you do? These things happen, happens to the best of us. going to chop some more of that up. Let's get this in first. Maybe we need to chop some of that open. Some there. Unfortunately, we've had to make an alternative plan and just put a U thing. It's cost a lot more money, but that's something we're going to have to suck up because we drove a hole in the pipe, and if we didn't do that, we'd have to chop the whole wall open, which is not feasible at this point. So we're just going to crimp these all up and turn the water on and hope for the best. And we should be good, so I'll just twist it back in the wall and then we'll patch it up. Okay, that's nicely in. It's not ideal, but it'll work. It's a return, so it should be okay. So we'll just get some insulation on there and then we'll patch it up. Okay, and that's it. Now we're going to patch it up. Okay, so we've got the wall patched up, everything's back in order, and we'll let that dry, and we're just going to have to carry on with our installation from this side. We're going to work from the water softener to the supply. We're going to work backwards. We'll set it up here. I've got the solvent. We'll go here. They all come with a little bit of a schematic that you can follow if you need to, which you probably should. So should be good. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to connect these valves, thread them up, and so just get it in the threads. Okay. Insulate. So I'm not having the best day today. I forgot to put the bypass in. So we're going to cut it in now. We're just going to just go there. But it's what we do. Okay, that's perfect. So we're going to put the insulation on there, and then we're good. So some of you might question and ask, why insulating the cold supplies? Well, it's purely just because everything in this plant room has been insulated. You can see the hot and the cold, so we're just keeping it uniform. So this is the supply, or the flow as you would call it. It goes through the particle filter, the isolation valve here, which we'll get to a bit later on, comes through here into the softener, back out, and the return into that valve there, which will go into the system. Goes in there. We've got one there, and then we'll get the bracket behind it. After yesterday, I'm really cautious of this one. And go 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, so now we should be able to go live. So this is the brine hose. So now we're just going to connect the drain on, and then turn it on, commission it, and then we're done. So obviously this needs a little bit of thread. So this clear hose is going to be the drain. It's going to go over the spigot, run along to the drain at the end of the garage. Right, and there we have it. New Flex 40 water softener, a particle filter. It comes from this side over here. Mains comes in, we've bypassed in there. We've taken a feed all the way to the tank that side. We've allowed for a bypass. If the water softener doesn't work for whatever reason, you've got the bypass there, which should always stay closed if you're using the water softener. Goes up there, through the particle filter. Got another isolation valve. If you ever need to change the filter, you can turn that one off, and you turn that one off, and you can drain there without too much mess. Then you've got it going into the generator, out there through the flex hose into another isolation valve if you need it, down, and it goes all the way into the bottom of the tank over there.